Nerd Roller Skates is your dedicated quad roller skate shop in Calgary, Alberta.
Being a nerd is about being really excited and really passionate about a really specific thing. And the thing that we are really excited and passionate about is roller skates.
Nerd Roller Skates.
Official skate shop, Men's Roller Derby World Cup 2016.
For people who roll.
I am your fortress on the front line of sport. Engineered to be stronger than the attack. I defy convention by protecting more with less. Helping you breathe easier, hydrate faster, speak more clearly.
319!
I am Sisu, and I fend for you.
and welcome back to the men's roller derby World Cup here in Calgary, Alberta. I am Bob Noxious, and we've got an update for you on a couple of scores. We've got a couple of games that have changed things. We've got a couple of teams that have locked things up, and why don't we talk about that for just a second? If you've been following along at home, France won their last game, going 3-0. This means that both Australia and France in the blue pool will advance to the knockout stage of the World Cup. But more interestingly, they are going to play each other at 1:15, coming up in about 20 minutes. That's a game you're not going to want to miss. It is the two teams with the greatest point differentials in their victories. Something that you definitely want to watch. Going to be a great game. In our green pool, we could say that Canada is definitely in. Right now, Mexico is waiting on Wales to play. Should Wales win, Wales is going to advance. Otherwise, Mexico has a chance at getting in. We know that Spain is out for sure. Germany has a very marginal chance. In the orange pool, we're taking a look at Argentina and England leading in those scenarios. England is in. They are 3-0. Chile will not advance to the knockout stage. They will play positioning games instead. And so will Italy. Sweden still has a remote chance. They're not mathematically out of it. As we take a look at the red groupings, we're looking at Finland, and we're looking Finland leading that situation, and USA has locked it up with their last victory here this morning, as they are now 3-0. We want to remind you that you can get a hold of us at men's, and you got to spell out men's, RDWC, or you can go to mrdwc.com and find the live link there. Get live updates on the games. With that, let's take it back out to the track. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, folks, and welcome back to the Acadia Recreational Complex for Day 2 of the Men's Roller Derby World Cup 2016. I am one of your hosts for this game, featuring Team Germany versus Team Wales. If you were lucky enough in the background there, you may have just heard 99 Luftballon, which got everyone in the crowd dancing, including the folks on the bench. I am joined by, I'm going to let her do her own introduction because this could be fun.
Ich heiße Dr. Dredd. Guten Tag und guten Abend an die Fans in Deutschland. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, aber nicht so gut.
You do German better than I do English, to be fair. I'm going to need a translator. The joys of being the only Scotsman here on the crew. This has been a fun day so far. It's been a bit more of a relaxed atmosphere, I think, between all of the teams involved, especially considering how tough day 1 was, Dredd.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there were a lot of big hits, a lot of ice baths last night, I think. Everybody getting refreshed for today. But it looks like it should be a good matchup. Let's see. We've got Wales, who won 2 of their games yesterday, and Germany lost 2 but won 1. So this could be an interesting matchup.
Indeed it is, especially when you look at it, considering what could happen. If Wales win this game, they take second place in the group. If they lose, Mexico takes second. So there's a lot riding on this for Team Wales.
See them taking the track, getting ready.
Indeed they are. Looks like jamming first for Team Wales is going to be number 36. That's Phillips. Team Wales, of course, in green.
Yep, versus Charlie Scraplin, number 10, who's got the Deutschland und British flag shorts there, representing both the countries that he skates for.
Indeed, he's part of Southern Discomfort down south in London, I believe, in the UK. I can't remember off the top of my head which team he plays for, but he's going to prove just why he plays for both of them at some point today, pushing hard at the back of the 3-wall spread night now for Team Wales. Phillips working hard at the front. Phillips, of course, was part of the Team Wales team in 2014. And he's off and away first, takes the first lead jam of this game. That goes to Team Wales. Charlie Scraplin, meanwhile, hasn't made much progress from that nerd skate start line. Finally made his way around out of turn 1 now, completes his pass out of turn 2. Pack picks up a little bit of speed, and as Phillips comes round, calls the jam. First blood goes to Team Wales, 4 points to nothing.
Yep, we got an exciting start so far. Looks like Wales was doing all defense on that one, holding back Scraplin. I think Scraplin's probably the biggest threat for Germany as the jammer. He's out there a lot.
He is one of their main rotations for jammers with Team Germany. It's not hard to see why when you consider the stance he takes. He's a very, very nimble, agile jammer.
Yeah, great footwork.
Looks like we've got one of the most successful jammers for Team Wales now taking part in the track. It's number 254, Jones. Kind of proving my point by taking lead jammer straight off, 2 in a row for Team Wales.
Yep, East Sider fighting on the outside there, trying to get out of the pack, but getting recycled at the front there by Team Wales.
Looks like we have one of the Team Germany blockers making his way to the penalty box, closely followed by one from Team Wales and the pivot from Team Wales. Penalty box filling up quicker. Should open up a little bit of space on the track. Jones being held at the back by that 3-wall from Team Germany. Looks like it's been a recycle there on the Team Germany jammer. Another Welsh blocker on his way to the penalty box. 3-on-1 advantage just now for Team Germany.
Yeah. And that's going to be tough for Wales here.
You see what happens with Jones as he goes. You can see him signaling towards his bench. He's letting them know what he thinks of this jam so far. He's just going to keep it going. Butler just a lone blocker on track, facing up against the 3 German blockers. Oh, big hit to Jones. Caught him right in the chest, put him down on the inside line. You can see him holding his head. Calling the jam as he skates off in the opposite direction. Jam referee catches, calls the jam. And as we go to a replay, we may see this hit that Jones takes. No.
Kind of blocked by the ref there. Couldn't quite see what happened.
Couldn't quite see, but it was a big shoulder check right to the sternum of Jones that took him down. Nothing illegal spotted by the referee, so play continued. Jones stepped back and decided, I'm going to call the jam and play it safe. He's replaced by number 19, that's Ashby, now jamming for Team Wales.
Yep, versus Mahatma Bronson.
Which is just one of the best names ever in Derby. That is so much fun. And Ashby, unfortunately for him, tried to take a quick hop, skip and a jump around the inside line. No such luck for him. Called on a cut track. He'll take a seat, and we now have a Roller Derby Athletics sponsored power jam for Team Germany.
Yep, Bronson still trying to fight through on his initial pass. Almost made it through at the front, but was hit to the inside and recycled back. Now he's re-engaging, trying to get some help from his offense here. Hopefully they can capitalize on this Roller Derby Athletics power jam.
Trying. Looks like a misconduct penalty called on one of the Team Wales blockers. That may open up a little bit of space on the track for the Germany jammer. We'll certainly hope it will, because he's having a tough time against that Welsh wall so far. Hugo Boss. Ouch. It's kind of what he does best. It's Burrows, sorry. He's commonly known as Hugo Boss purely because of his number, 8055. Works quite nice.
Oh, just at the last minute there.
You see the Team Germany jammer came out of the penalty box in play, skipped through, got leads. Nice communication from his bench there. Let him know you are leads. Ashby couldn't get it. Call the jam off. Save as many points as you can at the back. Just short of 5 minutes played so far. Germany with a slender lead, 9 to Wales's 8.
Yeah, it's an exciting game so far. First 5 minutes almost gone here.
It's been a lot of very tight games on this NERD track so far this morning. The Nerd Skate track seems to have been sponsored by tight games so far. As we get an official timeout, which is brought to us by Quad Skate Shop. Quad Skate Shop are running Team of the Tournament. Fans, we're letting you choose one of our MVPs. This year's Quad Skate Shop Team of the Tournament will now include a fan favorite award as chosen by you. So if you're listening at home, be sure to check out the Facebook page during Saturday's play, and you can vote for your favorite. Get your favorite skater into the Team of the Tournament. 2014 saw some massive success in the Team of the Tournament. Big names were picked, and there was a lot of cheering going on for it. Get involved. Speaking of getting involved,
that's right.
How else can people contact us during this one, right?
Yes, they can contact us on Twitter at hashtag mensrdwc or hashtag mrdwc. And if it's interesting and appropriate, we may actually read that aloud for you.
Indeed. 2 years ago, there was a lot of tweets came through from Welsh fans, about 50% of which we could actually read on air. So we try and avoid using them if we can. Please be nice. Any shout-outs, any recognition you want to get in contact with them, you can also search for @MRDWC Live to keep track of the scores as well.
That's right.
It's always handy doing. So if you are watching at work and your boss casually walks past, just keep the Twitter feed on your phone and you won't miss out on anything after having to quickly switch tabs on your screen.
Yeah.
Don't want people getting in trouble at work, please.
Yes, we've all been there. Looks like there was a bloody hand for Clark, so he was swapped out of the box to get that cleaned up.
Yeah, we don't want any blood getting anywhere if we can help it. 5-second signal by the jam timer. The crowd goes silent as they wait for that whistle there. Jamming for Team Wales again now. It's Phillips back in play.
Yep, versus Charlie Scraplin, who makes it out for lead jammer.
First lead jam second for Team Germany. They did get it in the last one, but it was just as the jammer came out of the penalty box.
Scraplin makes a quick move to the outside. Ooh, gets through and calls it off.
Just completely shrugs off that hip check on the inside. He just sort of thought, yeah, okay, you want to hit me? That's fine. I'll take it. But guess what? I'm going to keep going. We may get to see it here actually in this instant replay. Bang! Shrugs off from number 17 in Team Wales, Jenkins. That just says, no, I'm good, thanks. I'll go past you, get the points, call the jam.
That was ein großen Sprung von Charlie Scraplin.
Looks like Jones has recovered from that bit of impact from earlier. He's back in jamming now, number 254 in green for Team Wales.
Yep. And he'll be going up against Eastsider, number 69 for Germany.
May have been who we see him go up against last time, if I remember rightly. Looks like Jones has, although he's been held up by that pivot at the front, he has escaped out and got lead jammer.
Eastsider having some issues at the back there, now pushing through. Oh, looks like he's picking up a forearm.
Oh, goodness me. He'll make his way to the penalty box. Jones, meanwhile, trying to make his way through that wall. He is lead, but he hasn't got out and started scoring points yet. Roller Derby Athletics sponsored Power Jam for Team Wales. Track cut called on number 11 for Team Germany. That's Marcus Gunter. He'll make his way and take a seat in the penalty box, puts his team down another blocker.
Jones with a nice spin out the front there, picks up another grand slam.
He's a big, strong hitting jammer is Jones, but he has some of the best footwork you'll see from some of their jammers. Look at that, just drops the shoulder, still keeps himself upright, agile, on track, passes through for another 5 points. A lot of communication from the Germany blockers on track, trying to get themselves reset for Jones coming. Works well, they do take him off. Jones doing the smart thing, thinks, I saw someone come off. I don't know if I can come back in front of them. Better safe than sorry, recycles himself back.
Eastsider has removed his jammer cover, tried to make a pivot pass there, but didn't quite get it to the pivot.
Fantastic little toe stop run from Jones as we see a multiplayer block being called on Davies from Team Wales. Looks like a high block possibly called there on the Eastsider.
Oh, and he just missed it. He has to go all the way around the track there.
Just gone past the point of no return. Eastsider on his way to the penalty box. And of course, he did have that jammer cover in his hand. He had stashed it, but he is still technically deemed as the jammer, which means we're going to start with a Roller Derby Athletics Power Jam in favor of Team Wales, looking to take advantage of it. Number 19, that's Ashby. Doesn't have much in the way of help while he's out there, though. There is a Team Wales blocker seated in the penalty box.
And this is something we haven't seen yet. They're starting at the pivot line. Ashby gets a little bit of a head start, gets some speed up to get into the pack, but still gets hit to the outside and recycled back.
Ashby's one of those jammers, if you give him a bit of time and a bit of a run, not so much a run up because you can't be accelerating, obviously, before the whistle goes, but if you give him space and allow him to pick his spot, he will jink, juke, and jive as much as he can to try and get around the blockers. He's not known as a big hitting jammer, but he can do things like that. Toe stop run round the outside, gets lead jammer for Team Wales. Both teams jockeying for position now as they come into turn 3. Ashby makes his approach in as Eastsider is released from the penalty box. Roller Derby Athletics Power Jam is now over. Ashby says, thanks, I'll still have the 5 points for this one. Looks like the Team Germany are actually down a blocker. No one's been sent off, but it looks like he's having a bit of an issue with his elbow or his shoulder. The Team Germany, unfortunately, down to just 3 blockers just now. Eastsider has once again removed the star cover. Tried to keep himself off track and prevent a track cut there as he went to get recycled by Swift. Two Germany blockers at the front of that Welsh 3 wall now, trying to find space. Eastsider down on the inside line once more. Ashby coming back round on another scoring pass, comes past Eastsider, who says, I'll try and follow. Clark says, no, you won't.
Yep, Wales taking the lead pretty definitively here now after the first 10 minutes are gone.
For 5 minutes there, it was a very, very tight game, but Wales now starting to take advantage of all of this sort of free time Ashby's being given on track. Looks like forearms penalty being assessed to number 33. That's the pivot for Team Germany.
Yep, Philip Eichenbusch heads to the box.
Unfortunately for him, he had actually taken the star cover from his jammer. Star pass had been completed to the pivot. So if he seats there with that cover on, it will be another Roller Derby Athletics Power Jam start for Team Wales.
And looks like 13, Adam Bump, has an ankle injury of some sort. And then also number 12, Broido, was over at the medics getting some ice for his shoulder. So I guess this is a rough game so far, taking some big hits.
The one thing we've said about Team Wales since day one is they are a big, hard-hitting team, and they will make their presence known if they can. Looks like Phillips is out first for Team Wales. He gets lead jammer.
Oh, and we've got another blocker for Deutschland going to the box, number 308.
Burrows resets on track. Clark alongside him. Looks like Clutterbuck in there as well. Clutterbuck moves forward to link the two packs. Tries to work a little bit of offense for Phillips if he can. Charlie Scraplin in as the pivot for Team Germany. Jockeying back, trying to hold Phillips back as long as he can. Charlie Scraplin, as we mentioned earlier, renowned jammer, takes that star pass from the jammer out of the penalty box. Roller Derby Athletics Power Jam is gone bye-bye.
Speaking of Charlie Scraplin, we have a tweet from Isabel Race. The basic rules of gravity and physics just don't apply for Charlie Scraplin, number 10.
Not hard to see where she's coming from with that when you consider what he just did there.
That's right, and he just takes the pivots, the pass, but they call off the jam, probably hoping that he would not reach the pack there.
Better safe than sorry. 13 minutes played so far. Wales 68, Germany 13. And as the teams reset, no, we're going to get an official timeout. And while we do that, we'd like to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to our sponsors, mainly S1. The S1 Lifer helmet is the best fitting and safest helmet for roller derby. Get a lifer, be a lifer, s1helmets.com.
That's right, and also the Men's Roller Derby World Cup would like to acknowledge the contributions of Alberta Sports Connection, which helped to make this event possible.
I'd give you a round of applause, but no one ever hears it on the microphone. Teams are getting reset. The official timeouts comes to an end. It's always good to see when those whistle is blown, the skaters don't race off and almost take out an NSO. I've seen that happen in so many games.
Yeah, I've been there.
Looks like we're starting this one on a Roller Derby Athletics Power Jam for Team Germany. Trying to take advantage of it is number 4. That's Blood Red Kelly.
Yep, Germany trying to play some offense there, and they effectively get him through. Lead jammer.
Multiplayer block assessed to number 2828 for Team Wales. That's Ashton. Phenomenal jamming performance from Ashton in 2014. Direction of gameplay now called on Swift. He'll make his way swiftly to the penalty box and take a seat. Wants to sit there as quick as he can, so he doesn't want to leave his team down a blocker for too long. Phillips now out of the penalty box. Roller Derby Athletics Power Jam is over. Blood Red Kelly still trying his best to take advantage. Takes a hit, takes a spill, hits the deck, hits his hips, calls the jam. 4 points up on the board. Strong skating from him to still get that 4 points up, even despite that hit he took at the end.
Yep, Germany picks up 9 on that one, so seeing a little more from Germany now. Hopefully we can get the game a little more close here. We'll see what happens.
I think they're starting to find their rhythm a bit more. They may have been a bit flustered. Like we said, Team Wales are a big, hard-hitting team. They're strong. Their walls are solid. It's hard to find your rhythm when it comes to playing against them. Germany may be settling into a bit more now. Jones, meanwhile, jamming for Team Wales. Gets knocked off on the outside line.
And we've got Mahatma Bronson at the front, and oh, he picks up a cut track.
That's unfortunate for Bronson. It does allow Jones to take lead jammer, and it is now a Roller Derby Athletics sponsored power jam for Team Wales. This helped them build up a bit of a points difference early. A big hit from Jones.
Oh, they're calling a cut track on Jones now.
Yep, he'll make his way around. We're going to get a quick jammer switcheroo. The old do-si-do of jammers. One will sit, one will stand. Who will rule, we'll find out shortly.
So this jam will be going the full 2 minutes. Bronson comes and enters the pack. Ooh, Germany comes up there trying to clear the inside for Bronson, but he got hit out and recycled to the back, so he wasn't able to take advantage of that nice move.
Looks like Burrows now making his way to the penalty box, and as he goes to sit down, Jones gets released. Roller Derby Athletics power jam over.
Bronson comes out front. He took a couple big hits there from number 26, Swift, but makes it out.
Yep, 5 points up onto the board for Jones as he came out of the penalty box. Goodness me, Swift, that was a huge shoulder check, but unfortunately for him, he was standing still when he did it, which means he'll pick up a direction of gameplay stop block penalty. He takes a seat. Looks like Clark's possibly on his way to join him. Is that Clark? What do you know it is? I got it right. Direction of gameplay. He'll take a seat. And Ashton's now on his way as well. One blocker left. Nope, Ashton's told to return to play.
A lot of penalties in this jam.
It's proven tough. Burrows tries to take Bronson off on the inside. Failure to reform being assessed. Out of play block actually is being assessed to him as Ashton goes down. Oh! Bronson takes a hop, jib, and he's down, gets 5 on the board.
That was a nice big jump there.
And it looks like we're going to get a team timeout called by Team Germany. As you see the replay on that, we are going to go to a commercial break.
I can't imagine that I'd get more kicks playing golf than I do hitting a and S1 is part of my uniform.
A clear path through the pack almost never exists. So we fight and make our own.
And as we come to the end of that commercial, the team timeout has come to an end. We're ready to get this game back underway. Looks like we've got a familiar face jamming for Team Germany.
Yep, that'd be Charlie Scraplin on the line versus Ashby.
And they hear the whistle. They're not getting to go any further, unfortunately, as we get another official timeout. The referees just confirming a few things to themselves while they do that. Do you think this is a fantastic atmosphere in here so far, Dred?
Oh yeah, so many amazing games. And you know, the way we have this set up with 30-minute games, you get to see so many different teams face off. It's really exciting.
If you want your country, your team, your league to experience this, if you can't get to Calgary, go on to mrdwc.com and find out how you can host the 2018 Men's Roller Derby World Cup. Whistle goes, Ashby sets off, Charlie Scraplin up against that 2-wall of Team Wales at the front. Ashby's out first, takes lead jammer. Charlie Scraplin meanwhile takes a hip check and takes him off the inside line.
Another big hit from Swift on Team Wales.
Butler working hard alongside Swift at the front with Clark. Ashby now at the front, that solid Germany wall giving absolutely nothing. Fortunately for them though, illegally so, as number 619 gets called on a multiplayer block. That's Krasser College. Charlie Scraplin finds a gap where no one else could even see one and runs down the inside line.
Jumping through yet again.
He just disappears into gaps that no one knows exists. Ashby meanwhile hits the floor on his knees and calls the jam while he's down there. 3 points up on the board. Charlie Scraplin, raced till the end, tried to get some points up on the board for Team Germany. No such luck. Germany now 36 to Wales' 84. Big shout out to Merry Chaos, one of our sponsors. Be harder, better, faster, stronger with one-on-one coaching from Herbalife and Chaos Theory. Visit chaostheoryblog.com for more details.
We've got East Sider jamming again for Germany versus number 36, Phillips.
Phillips been quite successful. Started off the game itself by jamming 14 Wales. Takes a check off to the outside line this time. And it looks like lead jammer has gone to Team Germany.
Yep, East Sider. Although he got recycled to the back and smartly calls it off before any points can be scored by Team Wales.
And also before, unfortunately, Clark could make it to the penalty box, he was called for a forearms penalty, but he's on his way there now. That'll put Team Wales down a blocker.
And Team Germany's down 1-2, so we'll have some 3-on-3 blocking here.
Bit more space on track for the jammers to take advantage of it. It's something that the likes of Jones may appreciate.
Yep, and we've got Blood Red Kelly going to be jamming for Germany.
Reminder, of course, Team Wales in the green, Germany in the black. Just so those of you at home can keep a track on who it is. Neither team giving an inch. Jones trying to shove his way through that wall on the outside line, sorry if he can.
Yep, Big Red for Germany, recycles him back.
Big Red is big and solid, giving absolutely nothing to Jones. High block assessed to Butler. Ashton coming in with a bit of offensive blocking, works to full effect.
And Jones makes it through with lead jammer.
Jones been quite successful with the lead jammer so far in this game. Probably the most successful jammer for Team Wales, not just yesterday, but for today as well so far. He just hits, he's deceptively hard hitting as Jones. You can see his stance, he gets low, he just angles that shoulder, sees where he wants to go, and just goes.
Now he's using the clock to his advantage, holds off to call it until Blood Red Kelly gets to the back of the pack.
Does it in just enough time. That's the perfectly timed call off from Jones.
That's right. A tweet in here from Isabel Race. It's only over when it's over. Nice work, guys. Keep up that good work.
Here's hoping. Team Germany will continue to push and fight till the very last whistle. There's no doubt about that. I mean, 36-88 with more than 7 minutes left to go. Still plenty of time left to play in this one.
Ashby facing off against Charlie Scraplin.
There's always plenty of time left when you've got Charlie Scraplin in there to jam as well. Mainwaring working as a brace at the front of that 3-wall for Team Wales. No effect, and well, there we go. We just said it. Charlie Scraplin is out and is lead jammer. Back around turn 4 into the straightaway. How on earth? How is that physically possible?
You know, he just did one of those little shoulder fakes and just slipped right past that hit. Didn't even get touched.
As was tweeted to us earlier, the laws of physics do not apply to this man. Must be those shorts.
Yeah. So amazing to watch all the players. Their skating skills are so phenomenal. And, you know, a lot of these skaters, you know, they're skating for their home countries now, but these guys know each other pretty well.
You just saw it during that replay on screen. He's down lower than most people skate forwards, and he manages to twist and turn and skate backwards.
So we've got Phillips going to be jamming for Team Wales versus East Sider for Germany again.
Loud calls from the Team Germany bench coach, making sure they have enough people on track, or not too many people on track, we should say. Direction of gameplay assessed to Big Red. He'll take a seat in the penalty box. Lead jam goes to Phillips. Multiplayer block now called on 2828. Ashton makes his way down. Big hit from the Germany pivot.
Yeah, all of a sudden we've got a lot of less players on the track.
And I'm saying the Team Germany pivot. I'm guessing he has the star in his hands.
And
back
Phillips,
block.
Yep, gets called for a back block. So we've got another Roller Derby Athletics power jam. This one going to Team Deutschland. Sehr gut for Team Deutschland.
Big hit took that pivot turned jammer for Team Germany. Krasser College off to the outside. He was recycled back down the second straightaway. Goodness me, the size of that man, he didn't so much sort of cross the apex as he did step over it. Ashton now released from the penalty box, back in play.
I believe this is the first time we've seen Krasser Kaliga jamming for Team Deutschland. Oh, but he gets a jammer penalty, unfortunately. He will be going to the box for a cut track.
Yeah, this is why we're glad you're here. You can correct me on all my pronunciations. I apologize. As an announcer, I butcher more names than anyone else. I even get the Scottish ones wrong, and I'm part of them.
Ashton takes the star pass for Team Wales, accelerating through there.
Such a quick jammer. Ashton was utilised a lot as a jammer in 2014, but used more as a blocker so far in this game.
Wow,
Can
look
see
at that.
why he was a jammer, though, 2 years ago with skills like that.
Got some fancy footwork doing the 360 jamming here. Twisting and turning through the pack. Crosser
Decides to try it once more again as he goes round once more.
Crosser Kaliga doing some defense on the jammer there as he came out of the box.
It looks like low block assessed to East Sider. He'll take a seat in the penalty box. No pass, no penalty. Ashton back in. Jam comes to an end. 4 points up on the board for Team Germany. 4 for Team Wales to finish that one off too.
That's always a bit of a bummer when you've got a jammer out there who does a star pass, then ends up in the box as a blocker. Really, they probably need East Sider out there as a jammer, so unfortunately he'll be serving 30 seconds over there.
You just saw again in the replay there, that's 2 jams in a row. First from Charlie Scraplin, now from Ashton, we're seeing this. Just that low twist and turn around the corners as they go.
Yep, and Chaplin out there again, or Scraplin, excuse me. Oh, they're so tricky, these derby names.
He's out and away for takes lead. It would be interesting to see if Charlie Chaplin could. Rhys Jones certainly can. He's away now and follows Charlie Scraplin out with the pack.
Yep.
I imagine if Charlie Chaplin was still around, he'd probably make quite a good derby player.
I think so.
Oh my goodness me, how on earth, no, I'm sorry, it's not allowed. There should be something in the rules that says Charlie Scraplin can't do that. Goodness me, not only does he do it on 8 wheels, he can do it on 4 wheels, he can do it on 2 toe stops if he really wants to.
Yep. Now we're getting some tweets in that apparently there's also an exciting game happening between Australia and Team France right now on the Sisu track.
But of course, we always want you to stay here on the nerd track.
Yeah, this one. Stay here. Only 3 minutes left.
3 minutes left to go. Germany 55, Wales 107, and Wales. Ashton starting as the jammer for this one, gets lead. Comes back in on a scoring pass. Hop, skip, and a jump around the outside line.
Such agility there. Staying in bounds. Flipping around on his toe stops.
Gets the signal from his bench to call the jam. Doesn't keep a clean sheet though. 4 points for Wales, 2 still up on the board for Team Germany. Less than 2 minutes to go. A big thank you once more to our sponsors, of course. Quad Skate Shop, because we love this game. Quad is Europe's original brick and mortar roller derby skate shop with the best selection and most stock on the continent. Go online to their website or just use the hashtag QuadBerlin to keep up with all the information needed.
Scraplin playing some defense on Ashby off the line there. Seen this matchup numerous times today.
Oh, goodness me. Went to work on a hip check. Ashby took a bit of a spill, but managed to keep himself upright and on track eventually. Didn't stay upright all the time. Charlie Scraplin, hit after hit after hit, has lead jammer on the floor.
Bounced through there like a pinball, bouncing off the blockers, made it through.
Sees Ashby coming and says, nope, no, I don't want to do this anymore. Thanks, I'm tired. Let's call this one off. I'm not chasing, not with Ashby right behind you.
So coming up to the Nerd Skate Shop jammer line. This time we've got Phillips for Team Wales and I was going to say Blood Red Kelly, but looks like they're going to put Charlie Scraplin back in there, which makes sense. He's been really dancing and tiptoeing. Nope. Now they switched him again. Blood Red Kelly's going to jam. Ooh, and they just barely got all their blockers on the track there for Team Deutschland.
Only just, but just is just enough. Phillips now in jamming for Team Wales. Still pushing their way around. Big hit by Ashton, takes them off on the inside line. Allows Phillips to go through and take lead jammer. If he had gone in, that would have been the 6th jam for Charlie Scraplin.
Got a great lead percentage with getting, I think that would be a 5 out of 6.
Yeah, I think he's done 6 now. My apologies. That's 5 out of 6. He's jammed. He's had lead jam 5 times. Again, everything we've said about him rings true, to be fair. But without his blockers on track to help him out, he wouldn't be as successful as he is. Solid defense from those blockers right at the front now. Looks like Gunter and Big Red tried to recycle back. Didn't work out too well. Phillips now being held on the outside line. Clockwise block being assessed to Big Red.
Looks like this is going to be the last jam of this game.
Looked like Big Red was trying to draw a cut, didn't realize he'd actually committed a penalty in the process, hence why he made his way to the penalty box.
Yep, the period clock has expired.
We're now just running down the jam, not for long though, as Phillips hits his hips and calls the jam. Unofficially, we don't know the confirmed final score, but one thing we can confirm is a victory for Team Wales, which will take them up into second place in their group, which should be enough to see them finish solidly in second place as well.
Yeah, they've got to be really happy with themselves here. They were able to actually a little bit over double the score. So pretty definitive win there for Team Wales.
Pretty solid for them, and it was down to a lot of not just the great jamming from the Welsh jammers. Obviously Phillips, Jones, Ashton when he was in there, Ashby as well, were phenomenal on track. We saw some great footwork from everyone on them. But the defensive work from Wales to hold back those Team Germany jammers. The only one they couldn't really contain was Charlie Scraplin.
Yeah, exactly.
The rest did struggle against those Welsh 4 walls, even the 3 walls at the front.
Yep, but you know, as good of a jammer as you are, you can't jam every jam, so.
No, sadly.
Scraplin did what he could, and he did a lot.
He did a power of work for Team Germany. Well, that shapes things up quite nicely for the teams in the green group. That'll move Mexico now down into third place. Sorry, tell a lie.
Canada takes first.
Yep, Canada will take top spot in that group. They will be up next on this track 1, on the nerd track, taking on España. Again, probably got it completely wrong. Australia taking on France just now on track 2, the Sisu track. Belgium, Netherlands to follow up that at 2 o'clock. That pretty much wraps things up, I think, for us.
Yeah.
Dr. Dread, how have you found this game so?
It was very exciting. Lots of big hits, lots of great teamwork, and those jammers, all the jammers really were showing a lot of fancy footwork out there. Gotta love that. Some nice jumps and tiptoeing around, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
Watching these guys shows me that things they do on skates, I can't do on trainers. Can't do with shoes on my feet. Massive credit to both teams involved in this game. Stick around with us here on track 1 on the Nerd Skate Shop track for Canada versus Spain at 2 o'clock. Until then, take care of yourselves, folks. We'll be back more than likely later on in the day, I would imagine. Dr. Dread, thank you so much for joining me on the call.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Until then, folks, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll speak to you all again very, very soon.
Yep, guten Abend.
At this time of year, few sights evoke more feelings of cheer and goodwill than the witness team in England. Right around the world, people gather to compete under standard rules, and in most cases in a spirit of revenge and violence. England will degrade and ultimately defeat their opponents. The world has been warned.
Sponsored by. England Men's Roller Derby. Sponsored by.
Welcome back to the Sisu studio here at the Men's Roller Derby World Cup 2016 live from Calgary, Canada. My name's Panda and I am joined by Mahatma Bronson, number 3 for Team Germany. Fresh off track, how was that game for you?
That was way better than we expected, actually.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of tough games before, and Wales had won against the teams that we had a tough time against, so we felt like, okay, this is going to be a pretty physical game, which it was, but we managed to pull up some points and get some leads, and it was an altogether awesome game.
Cool.
Pretty much the most fun we had, other than the one that we won.
I was just going to ask you about the game against Team Spain yesterday. How was that for you?
Well, I mean, we didn't know anything about them, and they only came with 9 people, and I think it was an amazing performance. It was like anybody's game until last jam, so chapeau for those guys.
Okay. How do you feel about the group that you guys are in? So you've got Canada on top at the minute, and then you've also got Spain, Germany, Mexico, and Wales. How do you think
I
the
think
team's doing?
the outcome is pretty much as expected, but there's the differences. I mean, Mexico also, wow. They haven't played as Team Mexico before in any tournaments, so as far as I know. They're a bunch of amazing
we have
skaters.
5 new teams here this year compared to last time.
I feel like it could be that in our group, all the 3rd, 4th, and 5th team could win their actual the consolation group now.
Yeah.
That's how strong I consider our group.
So that's going to be awesome. So you guys are going to be playing again on track 2 this afternoon, or this evening at 7 o'clock, 7:15.
I don't know, is everything done right now? Yeah, I think it was pretty clear already that we're going to be coming in 4th, right?
I think that could be.
Yeah.
We've got one more game in green group anyway, so we'll see. That's Canada and Spain. We kind of have an idea of which way that's going to go. So if that is the case, you guys are definitely into that game, which we're kind of expecting at this point. Out of everything that's gone on the past couple of days, what's been your favorite moment?
Favorite moment in
the whole tournament?
The whole tournament? Well, I mean, this game was pretty much the most fun I had.
Okay.
Spain was like always on the tip, so we're really concentrated and you know, excited. But in this game, we were more relaxed. So yeah, our captain said before the game, just go out there, have fun.
Yeah.
And we did. And was the most derby spirited game we've had so far. So yeah, best moment.
What team would you most like to play outside of your group?
Well, I think we're probably going to come against Italy now. That's a team that I personally like very much. I've practiced with them a couple times, and I really like them by heart, so that's pretty cool to get against them now.
Nice.
And other than that, I mean, sure, everybody wants to play Team USA for once.
Everybody wants a
just
piece
to
of
have
them.
a picture with all these guys. That would certainly be awesome, but whatever. Any team that has the derby spirit down and makes it a little fun to play.
Awesome. Do you want to say anything to the fans back home?
Hey, fans back home. Thanks for your support. Thanks for everything you're doing for us, and I hope you have fun watching us, as much fun as we have playing. Thank you.
And from the Sisu studio here live at the 2016 Men's Roller Derby World Cup, I'm Panda and this is Mahatma Bronson. Thank you so much for joining us.
We really miss the feeling of spontaneously visiting a store and trying out the newest gear. A hangout for all roller skaters. Everyone has their own unique style. Because of our large assortment, we can now personalise roller skates while you wait, so you can try them out right away. Our mission is to fit you with the right gear, and don't forget to turn left.
A lot of very impressive people in roller derby. This was definitely a proud moment for me, wearing the black, white, and red.
I care about this thing more than I care about any other article of clothing in my wardrobe.
This represents to me like 7 years of blood, sweat, and tears.
Glitter is fun and hardcore. I've learned that it's hardcore.
My uniform is always in pristine condition.
My truck is purple, my shoes are purple, my underwear are purple.
It takes a lot of drive and a lot of passion to keep going in roller derby.
Sometimes when you play roller derby, you're just kind of like, why am I doing this? This is so weird.
I just can't imagine that I'd get more kicks like playing golf than I do hitting a you know? Feels good.
My name is Rachel Rotten.
My name is Midge Wilhelm.
I'm Fifi Nomenon.
I'm Jackie Daniels.
My name's Steph Maney.
Hi, I'm Scald Eagle.
And S1.
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 And S1 is part of my uniform.
don't trip, slap the pack. If you clock the flock, then I can jam the track. Quads on the floor, stars on the head. Roller derby logbook, the zebra said. Yeah, we rollin', yeah, we rapping for real. Can't feel the back wheels underneath my heels. Up through my spine, penetrating the heart. Calling up the jam till the next jam starts.
MyBoatRoom.com.